everybody, it's Christine with Coco Daisy, and I am going to share with you some fun ideas and how to layer the beautiful stamp sets from our Little Bee Cottage collection. It has this kind of vintage feel to it, just the scripts and all of the little bits. The thing that's beautiful about these particular stamps is they're perfect for layering. There's so many different ways that you can layer these, and you can layer these with little torn bits of paper or on tags. I feel like they have this beautiful journaling, vintage journaling, art journaling kind of vibe. So I had a lot of fun with these. I'm going to show you some ideas. As always, I encourage you, use some scrap pieces of paper and just play with them. Grab some inks, grab your ink blocks, put them all out on some ink blocks if you have some extra ones, and then just start layering and playing. When you do that, it gives you a feel for what you like, what works, and it also, it just kind of gets that creative muscle going too, and how you can look at the stamps and how you can use them. It sparks ideas, it sparks creativity. This is also a really fun exercise to do if you're feeling a little bit in a creative rut. Like, I want to do something creative. I'm worried about messing up a project. I don't want to start a big project. I've only got 15 or 20 minutes, but gosh, I feel like, playing. I feel like being creative. This is the perfect little thing to do, is grab a stamp set that you've been meaning to try or you haven't used in a while, grab some inks and just play, and it will get those creative ideas going. It's just a great exercise, and it's a great way for you to figure out ways to stretch those stamps as well. So this month we have 3 different stamp sets. We have our 4x6. This one is the stamp subscription. This one is our 3x4, and that is in our scrapbooking kit. And then this little beauty is in the deluxe journaling kit. So if you subscribe to the stamp subscription, you'll get this one. Scrapbooking kit, you'll get this one. And the deluxe journaling kit, you will get this one. Our 3x4s and our 4x6 all come in these great sleeves. So they have a little storage sleeve, perfect for storing your stamps as well. And as always, our stamp sets are all made here in the USA out of a fabulous photopolymer construction, and they are wonderful as far as detail of image and longevity. They're just such a crisp image, and they stick on really well. They don't fall off. There's a lot of stamp sets out there that are not made photopolymer, not made in the USA, that are just subpar quality, just to be honest. They are. So, and the colors that I chose for this month, I have a number of them that are the Stamp Market. These, most of these we do have in the store. So I have Sage and Rusty. I have Mossy, the Melon, Fern, and then I have my little Memento Dewdrop in the Toffee Crunch, which is a pretty brown. And then the Memories dye ink pad in the Sand. So I'm going to start out, I'll show you some ways that I layered this, but all on its own, it's just a beautiful stamp. You can do a little journaling. It's great for, if I can find it, it's great just for doing in the background. I can show you on a little project I did if I can find it. I don't know if it's in here or not. No, I don't know what I did with it. Shoot, I was going to show you that one, but I don't have it here. But it is nice for a little background. Oh, wait, here it is. Found it. I can show you an example. So I just stamped it as is here and layered it behind some torn pieces of paper. So how cute is that? So just add some nice interest. But you could use this, cut this out. You could stamp it on a tag. You could cut it out and turn it into a tag shape and just use it as is for journaling or notes. You could add a title over top of that as well. And it's a decent size too. So if you look at it like in proportion to a tag, it's perfect to work on a tag. So then this one, the 3x4 from the scrapbooking kit, has that adorable little bee on there. And one of the things that I really liked doing was I stamped it. I used, I believe it was the Mossy, and I would stamp it once and then stamp it again without cleaning it off, and you get this beautiful lighter color. So I did that a couple times where I used just the lighter version. I stamped it off on a piece of scrap paper. I stamped it with the little mushroom. Here you can see I did it twice. That little bumblebee, I love him, and I use him all over the place. I added him to this beautiful card. I made that card using the scrapbooking kit, but I stamped him on there. You can see where I layered him in with all of these others. This beautiful label, I think is, again, you could turn a lot of this into die cuts. So if you stamped them on tags or on shapes and punched them out, they'd be beautiful little die cuts. I used both of the little, this is almost more like a signature, I think, here. And then you've got a beautiful script. I layered those there with the pretty little flower. You can do the flower with the mushroom. You can see here where I labeled that. I almost wonder if that's like a perfume label. I don't know. I don't read. Looks like French, possibly. But it's just beautiful, layered with the mushroom, with the fern, with the little signature. I love this one in particular. I think is really, really sweet. And then again, you just layer. I mean, if you're doing a layout and you have, like I showed you on the one page, if you're doing a layout and you just want to add a little bit of soft dimension or layering behind some of the photographs and stuff like that, these would be so, so pretty. And I feel like the application is just about anything as well. And I did do one on a tag. I thought this was pretty, just to kind of show you what I mean by creating an embellishment or a die cut. So on the tag here, I could then add my journaling or a tiny little photograph. How pretty would that be? Just tucked in there, add a little string on that, and it would be really, really cute. For instance, in the Simple Dory booklet. Like, how pretty is that? Just like that, and then add a little photo, and you're done, right? So many fun ideas with these. All right, so that's a look at a few ideas with that stamp. Then what I did is I took some of the pieces from the 4x6 and the 3x4, and then I layered them over this one from the deluxe journaling kit, just to give you an idea of some of the things that you can do, just to add a little bit more, again, to this great little like ledger stamp. It's almost like a little ledger entry. Isn't that pretty? I love that. I love how the little memorable fits in there just perfect, or the little king's crown there. And the colors, all of the colors look so pretty with this just stamped in black. And again, this goes back to the fine, fine detail of the photopolymer stamps is just beautiful. For black ink, I always like to use the VersaFine. Works so well. And then this beautiful stamp set. I wanted to do a couple of larger stamps on this. Again, just to give you those options for layering. And I wanted to show you, so I made a card. And this is, again, using stuff from the scrapbooking kit, some of the patterned paper. And I may go in and redo this again and double layer it because I love that green with it. Oh, this would be beautiful embossed. If you have some embossing powder, this would be so pretty embossed. I didn't think of that, but it would be. I just thought of it now. See, and that's why you play. That's why you stamp and just do things and play, because you come up with these great ideas. So I took a piece of the pattern paper. I just kind of distressed the edge. I stamped the main script in the middle. And then there's this extra, again, these kind of look like signatures. I put that kind of run off the edge. I stamped this one on a piece of white cardstock. Again, would be beautiful embossed or embossed in gold. Ooh, so pretty. And then I cut it out and then I layered it. Now you could layer it with some foam adhesive if you wanted to. I just layered that one on there. I also added the little memorable right there. And then the little leaf or the little leaf sprig there. I stamped that, cut it out, and then I took a thin piece of washi tape. There is a little bit of foam adhesive just on the top, just to give it a little bit of dimension, and then I added that little bit of washi strip just to hold it on there, and I thought that was cute. And then I added this little stamp here, the little postal in the corner over that number. Isn't that pretty? What a beautiful card, right? So let's show you some other ideas. So again, here I have that large script and just layered with some of the other colors. You've got the stamps. There's the other stamp with the crown. Just is a beautiful, beautiful background stamp. If you did this in a light color on an entire background, would be really pretty as well. And then you can see where I used the memorable. I did it with the little flower sprig there, the crown, and look at the detail on that crown. It's just so pretty. And then I did the little memorable layered with this little scene and then the signatures. I did the signatures in the scene there with the postal on there, and then the little postage stamp with just the flowers, and again, the other one there. So a lot of great ways that you can layer these. I love the option of having the larger stamps like this because you can stamp them, and again, you could punch out die cuts just of these pretty clusters that you make. Super, super pretty as far as you're creating layers, but you're not creating bulk. So it's a great way to do that, but it's also a really fun way to make your own embellishments, like I mentioned with the tags. So, so pretty. Definitely gonna have to try embossing that because that would be awesome. I think I'm gonna have to do that. But especially if you have both of these stamp sets or all three of them, you are gonna have a ton of fun layering all of this stuff together. And again, just play. Get out some inks, get out your stamps, and just play and have a ton of fun with this month's collection of stamps.